dates that the men had requested, like, okay, I think I saw this woman, I know I saw this woman on the internet, I would like to go out with her. So let's talk a little bit about the matchmaking part of this, because I'm in what we call our hospitality room quite a bit, right? And hospitality room, basically just like this, we just happen to be up in the restaurant right now, but right below us is our hospitality room, and in that room is where our staff is right now helping the gentlemen. It's a little noisy in there right now, that's why we're up here doing this, right? So it's a little bit quieter, but they're helping the gentlemen with their schedule, with their dates, right? And they have their folder and they have their itinerary, they have their schedule, and they're filling that schedule with the different dates. And some of those are dates that the men had requested, like, okay, I think I saw this woman, I know I saw this woman on the internet, I would like to go out with her. But then I hear quite often your staff and yourself making recommendations for these men. So tell me a little bit more about the recommendations, because we are matchmakers. This is really what we're doing. We're trying to make these matches to bring these people together. So tell me about these recommendations that you're doing.
We are trying to make this search more individual for each person, for each man who is coming here. It's a long way for them. So all of them have particular requirements to a man. They look for specific characteristics, age, parameters, and we are trying to do this job, this search more individual, not like the same for everyone. So we know these ladies, we meet them. I met many women, and we really know who is looking for. What kind of man even, what kind of age category, what even country. Some of them would like really meet Canadian men, for instance. Some of them would like to meet American men. For some women it doesn't matter the country, the main point is just to meet his beloved one.
But some women want children, some women don't want children.
Yeah,
so, I mean, know this, you already know this.
Yeah.
So you're able to cut through all that, so a man is not going out on an individual date. And that individual date, it's not so much the cost of the cup of coffee and whatever it is that he's going to spend on the date, it's the cost of time.
Yeah.
Time is the valuable commodity that we're dealing with when our clients come here. They have very little of it because it goes very quickly, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're able to cut through the possible candidates that are not going to work for that client, and recommend the ones that you feel, as a matchmaker, as someone who's been doing this for the last 11 years, you know which ones are a possibility, not for absolutely sure, you can't guarantee anything, but you know that there's a higher likelihood of success. You're going to make those recommendations. Then it's up to the man to take your advice or not. Sometimes they do, and maybe sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
But guys, if you don't, you do that at your own peril, because these women know what they're doing. They very rarely make a wrong recommendation, at least for a bad date. Now, every recommendation does not result in marriage. If it did, you'd be a multi-billionaire, and we'd be on top of the, but no. But you get a sense of who the man is when he's here, and then you know who the women are, and you try to match that.
Yeah.
And that's important to know,
exactly.
Because sometimes people think that we're just such a big company. Oh my gosh, and they're just so big, how can they know everybody? Because we may be large, because we've been doing this now for a quarter of a century, but we are also very individualized in that we have these separate offices in all these places. And our staff is focused on that particular region, that particular area. So when you go to that area, you're dealing with a local area, a local team that knows that area locally. Those staff members know those women from those regions very well and have been dealing with it for years and years. Because that's what you do, day in and day out. And this is not a part-time job for you, right? This is a full-time endeavor.
It's 24 hours, 7 days per week. So it's full-time job, definitely.
So guys, when you go on a trip with us, not only are you getting a vacation of a lifetime, which you really are. You're seeing it through the eyes of the women that you're going out on dates, and they're treating you not as a tourist, but as a local. And they're showing you the parts of the city that they're proud of. And that alone is worth the price of admission.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Check out our website at
Bangkok-women.com.